Hello, beautiful Capricorns. It's Kim Enchantress here from Sydney, Australia. Here to do a past life guided reading for you. It's from the period of the 12th of March 23 to the 2nd of April 2023. So I'll be using a past life card from Doreen Virtue, a romance angel card from Doreen Virtue also, and we'll be looking at the Enchanted Lenormands as the basis of the reading, and a card to finish it off with the Gratitude Oracle Guidelines by Angela Hartfield. So we'll get started. What this is for you, Capricorn, and it is for the collective people, so please bear in mind it's not going to be for everyone that comes to the channel for viewing. Just move that so it doesn't get out of hand, but Spirit really wants to talk to somebody today. Excuse me. So this is between the 12th of March and the 2nd of April. It's a situation or a person that's coming up again, and it stems from one of your past lives. And it stems from a place in Egypt. Now, the spiritual meaning of Egypt is the land of mystery and revelation. So you're going to get a revelation between the 12th of March and the 2nd of April. Now, you know, the Egyptians were deeply spiritual people, and they believed that all things had a spirit or a soul, including the gods. Egypt is a country with rich history and culture, and, you know, it influenced the world for thousands of years and still does today. So it also is a place that has inspired many spiritual beliefs and practices, including those of the ancient Egyptians. Now, Egyptians believed that they would become immortal after death, and if they were probably buried by priests who performed the rituals to ensure their bodies were preserved. So this process included washing bodies with oils. So, you know, it could be something to do with living in Egypt in a past incarnation. Now, you've got the honeymoon card that's fallen out, and it does mean travel. It does mean being with somebody over a body of water. Now, it's traveling across a body of water, possibly back to Egypt or in the land of the pharaohs. So maybe you've made daily trips back and forth across the Nile. You know, traveling through the Nile River, the great river of Egypt. So maybe something happened near the Nile River for you back in a past incarnation, and it's coming up. It's rearing its ugly head again today, guys. Now, under the Lenormand deck, we have the stork, which is changes, movement. You know, the stork also represents metamorphosis of a situation. So returning maybe to a stream of water, because the first card is the fish, and that represents rivers and lakes, bodies of water in the Lenormand deck. So, you know, this could be returning to a stream of water, which could be the Nile River. You know, it could be a final move and, you know, being transferred over to the other side to be mummified, maybe a death of a situation. It could have been altering your fortune and a schedule, or returning to someone from your past, or it could have been just the beginning and the end. Now, in you know, pretty much it is about traveling the seas. You could have made some good investments with somebody back in this incarnation, but you were counting on someone dying for an investment, or they were doing that to you. But you were getting consistent warning signs, and you stayed with this person after a disconnection. You know, you could have possibly been journaling daily, breaking free from someone that died long ago and someone who had no purpose for you anymore. In this lifetime, the situation that's cropping up, you know, is small amounts of paper money. It's something to do with money, dangerous past times, and you took risky gambles. This could be deeds to a grave or a plot. News of death. They probably buried some expensive items back in those times when you were mummified, perhaps. So something going on in Egypt for you guys. If you're strongly drawn to that country, this has got to be for you, this reading. Now, so under the deck, like I said, we have the stork. We also have the mice and a man. So, this could have been, stressful developments. A man who's relocating or moving, the return of a looter, someone returning to somewhere. Now, see if I can get any more out of this for you, Capricorn. Money was lost back then, and I believe something valuable was buried in one of the coffins there. Luck was short-lived, and it had something to do with a man who was an opportunist. Now, changes were made near a sea of water, possibly where birds hung out a lot, and I don't know, I'm getting all this that's coming to me. The changes were stuck. You couldn't make those changes for some reason. With the stress, I think that may have been what killed you or killed this person. So there was a lot of pressure on this person. I believed it was for a man that was mummified. So from the Gratitude of Oracle, as an outcome, we've got sensitivity. Now, sensitivity is number 39. Spiritually, this number is associated with reaching spiritual enlightenment through a positive outlook and mindset. So, it's a reminder to remove any negativity from your life, which is this card here, the coffin. As well as any fear, which is the mice, stress and fear, resentment or complications. Now, to forgive is divine. Forgiving people who have wronged you, Capricorn, will give you peace of mind, and it's going to make you feel like the burden has been lifted from your shoulders and you're free now. And underneath the deck, we've got the lily, which is peace and harmony. So you're going to find that. Now, it definitely is going to make you feel like the burden has been lifted from your shoulders and that you're free now. So letting go of the past is going to be hard, but this is a time for you to let go. Have some focus on the future. Forgive all those people who wronged you and be ready to accept their apologies. You can't advance in the future if you're hurting from things that happened in the past. So listen to your guardian angels, excuse me, and do as they want you to do. In some cases of going through challenges, seek their guidance and assistance, and they will help you. Trust me. Positive energies will enable you to accomplish greater things in life. Now, I just want to read a little bit out of the book for you. I'm going to take a look at the illustrations on this card. So you've got a wild-haired fairy here, gazing into the distance. Her hair is illuminated and adorned with a butterfly, just up here. A safety pin and feathers. So she has rings on her fingers and shells, bottle caps, buttons, beads and bangles from the wrist. These objects represent all that she has taken on from her external environment. The twinkling lights around the fairy may signify your intuition and perceptiveness. The rings on her fingers pertain to honesty in relationships and happiness in life. The beads may relate to nature, as they represent stones and pebbles. Take this as a nudge to spend time outdoors. In this situation, the butterfly is about making small changes to enhance your self-care and ease your levels of stress and anxiety. So let's pop that one here. Okay, so there's an affirmation for you to say. I acknowledge my sensitivity and endeavour for better care for my needs. I love and appreciate who I am without any criticism or judgment. Now, this is criticism here, this card. So, you know, for those who are very sensitive, it can feel like your inner workings respond more intensely than others. So, you know, you might also notice that details of others are usually overlooked. If this sounds pretty familiar to you guys, and any situations tend to affect you on a deeper level, then they impact other people. Now, you could be an empath or something out there, Capricorn. You may be already aware of this, but, you know, you're highly empathetic, and being extra sensitive has benefits and challenges. You may be compassionate, intuitive, and sage, but finds that some situations are overwhelming. Okay, sensitives might zone out when things get too stressful out of the unexpected change. Now, as a sensitive, you might go beyond empathy and take on the feelings and energies of those around you. That's probably what you're doing. If you may feel your body acts like a sponge to absorb all these emotions of other people, but sometimes it may be difficult to tell the difference between your feelings and those of someone else's. So your physical sense might also be amplified at this time between the 12th of March and the 2nd of April. As you feel like everything is at an extreme level, you've got to be aware of the needs and energies, you know, especially the energy levels that can help you maintain balance in your life. Rest and quiet is essential for you around that time as well. And do something a little bit creative, Capricorn, like through music or art or gardening or some sort of form of exercise. You know, even baths, journaling, or a soothing cup of tea can also refresh your senses. You know, you need to evaluate all your relationships and make a point of surrounding yourself with people who are kind and loving. Just be grateful for the extra energy and inner calm that comes from caring for your sensitive self. You know, you've got to love yourself first before others will love you. So take that on board. So don't take on the energies of others. It's hard to work out what's your own and what is others. So I hope this helps whoever it's meant to go to. But I do feel that peace and harmony is coming. Love to you all. Bye for now.